Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox. I would like to welcome you to the Sunday Book Review. The Sunday Book Review is the series where I discuss books which impact the compliance practitioner, the legal professional, and the business professional. I hope you will enjoy this episode. The Sunday Book Review is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network. The Sunday Book Review for October 15, 2023, the Books on Crypto edition. And we begin with Tokens, the Future of Money in the Age of Platform by Rachel O'Dyer. Wherever you look, money is being replaced by tokens. This is opening up a new and expanding world, exploring the history of extra money economies. The author shows that private and grassroots tokens have always haunted the real economy. Tokens may offer a flexible approach, but it may be subservient to compensation. The platforms themselves can be a means for amassing frightening new powers and, of course, as we've learned, lots of corruption. Next up, in the book highlighted this week, Michael Lewis, Going Infinite, The Rise and Fall of a New Tycoon, Michael Lewis's biography of Sam Bankman-Fried. He was the world's youngest billionaire and crypto's Gatsby. In Going Infinite, Lewis sets out to answer this question of how and why, taking readers into the mind of SBF, those rise and fall, education, crypto, philanthropy, etc. But a psychological profile and financial roller coaster. Lewis is at the top of his game, tracing mind-bending trajectory of a character who never liked the rules. So we will leave this to your consideration. Next up, number group, Inside Crypto's Wild Rise and Staggering Fall. In 2021, crypto went mainstream, but the bubble burst in 2022. The author brings readers inside the mind of Sam Bankman-Fried in a way that Michael Lewis perhaps didn't. And he calls this one of the greatest crimes, certainly of this century. It's an essential chronicle and bookends Michael Lewis's book in a way that I think everyone will appreciate. The author asked a nagging question: was it all just a confidence game of epic proportions? The author said that he believed that Bankman-Fried was a fraud within the first few days of meeting him. And finally, Easy Money, Cryptocurrency, Casino Capitalism, and the Golden Age of Fraud by Ben McKenzie. At the height of the pandemic, TV star Ben McKenzie was the perfect mark for cryptocurrency. He asked, am I crazy or is this all a scam? In this book, he enlists the help of journalist Jacob Silverman for an investigative adventure into crypto and its remarkable crash, including his assets as well. Frank, direct, weaving together story of average traders, visionaries, Hollywood's true believers, based on original reporting across the country. The book is the book on crypto that many have been waiting for. And I know it's a firsthand account of what can happen when you bet on the next new thing and it turns out to be not a bubble, but a fraudulent bubble indeed. Into the Compliance Podcast Network, it's Two Gurus Talk Compliance, where with my friend and colleague Christy Grant Hart, we take a look at some of the top compliance commentary around. It's a long form, up to 1 hour podcast, but if you're interested in compliance, if you're interested in Christy Grant Hart and myself talking about compliance, this would be a great podcast for you to check in on. It premiered on March 10th on the Compliance Podcast Network. I know you'll enjoy this latest offering. Additionally, we have Data-Driven Compliance, which is a podcast where I look at the use of data in compliance programs. This is perhaps the most cutting-edge podcast I have going right now. And if you're interested in how data can be used, how to structure a data analytics program, what tools are available out there for you, and how compliance practitioners are using data, this is certainly the podcast for you. So check out Data-Driven Compliance, all on the Compliance Podcast Network. The Sunday Book Review is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.